Welcome back, everyone. This is Akinar with more Expedition 33, where we've joined forces with SGA. SGA has joined the crew, so we are zooming around the continent in style. And yeah, we've been able to access some new areas, such as the Yellow Harvest behind us here, and I think we are probably in a little bit going to be continuing to explore that area. We have the Stone Wave Cliffs as well, which is our main objective, but I'm always kind of like a side quest versus main quest, side quest first kind of player. So we'll see how it goes. But we also picked up several new Pictos, including several energizing starts that we now have in our well, we have the ability to buff up the AP of our party a lot more than they've had access to previously. And I don't think I had quite realized yet the enhancement to our party that's going to make. So we've got, I've readjusted the Pictos and Luminas here to try to give everybody a nice helping of that energizing start goodness. And I've also been fooling around with the stat sticks, the Pictos here, to try to buff up everybody's health and defense a little bit more. As we were going through Yellow Harvest, the enemies weren't they didn't have the most HP, but they certainly were hitting us for quite a bit. So I don't know if it's just a tougher level in general, or if we need to start prioritizing HP and defense just a little bit more than we have been, because our characters need to be able to take a hit. Because I'm not the best at dodging. No, I don't think anybody is the best at dodging the first time you're seeing an enemy anyways. Dodging or parrying. So anyway, so those are the adjustments that I made on that front. But I also want to make some further adjustments here by giving some Lumina points to several of our characters. We need to do some leveling up in general. I've kind of come to grips now with the fact that we can only have 3 party members at a time, but that is going to allow us, since we get to switch people on the fly, I have figured out how I'm going to start, as we go along, we'll be able to bring in Gustav, sub him in, and it's probably a lot going to have to do with who's low on health. But anyway, that's decision making for later. What we want to do right now to get things started is go to camp so we can do some leveling, take care of some housekeeping here. And we need to level some weapons. Oh my God. Mael's Nightmare? There's another cutscene. Oh, well. Never mind. Whoa. $100? As in, this is the start? There's the gray-haired man, and what was her name? Is that also the gray-haired man, though? A younger version? Oh my God. We're definitely at some point going to need to rewatch all of these segments. These Mael Nightmares segments are the most compelling of the stories so far.
I see why you like throwing rocks.
You've been quiet since you saw those people.
It felt like they knew me. Like, actually knew me. I don't understand what's happening. And I feel like I never understood. Like, I'm always missing something that everyone else just gets. In Lumiere, life never made sense, and I never fit, and now out here, when it was just starting to maybe feel good, then this happens, and...
Yeah. I hate it too. Things we don't understand. They just make us feel small and powerless. But it helps, to focus on the things I do understand, on the people I care about and who care about me. And, now I feel a little less lost, because at least we're lost together. What? What? Stop it. Too cheesy? No. Well,
Too cheesy.
Feel better. I was even more lost when I was 16.
I heard that was because you were only thinking about girls.
Yep, but guess what? The girls weren't thinking about me at all.
I believe that.
Ooh,
Yeah.
burn.
You can talk to me, We're family. Well, that's what the paperwork says, at least.
Well, the paperwork probably says we're dead too, so...
Yeah, probably. Ooh, nice one.
I know.
I told you, don't get cocky. It was... okay.
You taught me great. Nah.
That was awesome. I really like these scenes with just Gustav and Mael. I think they are the best by far. It's probably because we just feel so much more of a connection with them because we started the story. That's how the game starts, with the two of them, and they are the ever-present force. And these other characters like Lune and Sael they have their own experiences, but I don't feel the same connection with them as I do with the two. Gustav and Mael have a connection that is really great, and I love to see those sorts of scenes. But also, the Mael's nightmare continues. That opening to that scene in particular was, we're always Gustav here in camp, which is interesting. But we saw Mael. I was trying to switch to Mael, but we saw her there. I think in obviously it's Mael's nightmare, but she was there in white. She had like a white, I don't know if it's supposed to be a wedding gown, but she was surrounded by a whole crowd of people, right? I think that sure seemed like her, but it looked like maybe the gray-haired man, or who I think is his younger version. They might be two separate people. I might just be getting them mixed up and jumping to some conclusion. But she was surrounded by them, and then all of a sudden, they all gomaged. But I think she was left, wasn't she? I need to rewatch that. But also we see the rock. Can we see that from camp? Where is the 33? I thought we could see that from camp, but we saw that it was 100. Was she at the first? There it is there. Was she at the first gamage? Or, because the others, the gray-haired man, and I've forgotten what, she looks like a puppet to me with what's going on with her face, but that last nightmare from a couple episodes ago, where they were saying it's all Mael's fault and she doesn't even know it. There's something... Did Mael somehow have a hand in the very first gamage? That was the thought that I started having there as Gustav and Mael were talking, and I was kind of a little bit distracted rehashing what I had seen in the nightmare sequence. We'll have I think a point, either part of an episode or maybe its own special dedicated episode where I will just we did a similar thing with Elden Ring where I would just review cutscenes. Or review dialogue that characters review characters' dialogue to try to put pieces together, and I want to do that. The nightmare sequences in particular seem like the most interesting to explore. So, at some point, probably when we have more information, Eskie is here. I had kind of missed you at first. You're sort of hard to miss, my dude, but...
I haven't seen a human in so long. You're much tinier than I remember.
You're just saying that now?
When was the last time you saw a human?
Oh, my best friend when he asked for my help.
Your best friend is human? I thought Francois was your best friend.
Yes.
Yes? As in Francois used to be human? Or the human that was your best friend is no more, and now Francois has taken his place?
When was the last time?
Oh.
Your best friend is human?
Yes.
Okay, well, I guess we'll get to know more eventually, question mark?
Finally found someone who loves rocks more than you.
So it seems.
I think you and Eskie are soulmates.
I don't know if I'd go that far. I don't know if Gustav would go that far.
So
I think you and
Eskie is a interesting character.
Must have experienced so much over the centuries.
You're gonna grill Eskie, aren't you?
A creature of legend. Yeah, just a little.
It's what Lune does. She's a researcher, right?
Eskie must have...
She has to know the answers.
I think you have a new best friend.
Eskie? Yeah. He's sweet. And somehow he knows I'm a terrible swimmer. When he said that, it made me think of... you know...
Yeah, I thought it might. After the beach, when I was alone, I almost...
I know.
Lune told you?
No, but I could fill in the blanks.
Perhaps Sael had, you know, a similar dilemma that she had to face off against.
And I understand. Better than anyone. You know that?
There's definitely some history between these two. I don't know if it may not be romantic history, but they have definitely...
I'm just glad Lune found you. Before it was too late. Just like whoever found me. I like having you in my life.
Same.
Good night, Gustav.
There is the way that they talk with each other. There's some shared experiences and personal history that perhaps we will uncover more as things go along. We've also picked up some new records I forgot about. Let's just go down the list here and start with, I have no idea. Well, un 33 Decembre a Lumiere. I don't know. I'm trying to pronounce it with a Spanish accent, but it's French. The 33 is Expedition 33. Is December the month of December? Feel free to give me a translation on that title. I'm trying to remember when this was playing, because so far we've had, well, we had the Go Blue track, which was a previous one. Maybe this is a completely new one that I haven't heard before, because I don't recognize it. Very beautiful, though. As is all the music in this game. It's so freaking good. Okay, we haven't talked to Chef, what was his name again here? Sastro. Oh, okay. But, I thought for a moment that maybe we needed to bring him a mushroom, but he's just looking for the lost gestrels. So we have this inventory quest item. We got to figure out who to give the mushroom to, and it's probably somebody back at Gestrel Village. Is it? It's not Noko, is it? I don't think it was Noko, but I also just am having a tough time remembering who it was supposed to be. At some point, we're going to be doing a bunch of backtracking. I'm imagining because of the... We're going to be able to break some rocks at some point, right? So hopefully I'll figure it out by that time. What do I need to do right now? What I need to do right now is I need to focus on doing some upgrades. I want to upgrade our characters with some Lumina points. I made some notes on this as I was calculating out how many Lumina points we want to give to folks, because we want to start here with, we want to give a bunch to Sael because she's kind of lagging behind everybody. I think I want to give 8 to Sael, 5 to Lune, and 3 to Mael. So let's do... I did a little alt tab there to check my notes. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and then we'll do, what did I say? 3 to Mael, 3 to Mael, 1, 2, 3, and then 5 to Lune. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I think that will allow us to equip some, that will make our Lumina situation just a little bit more friendly. Ah, yes, energizing start. So yeah, I've been using the favoriting system here to put a star next to some of these Luminas that are starting to stand out to me a little bit more. And the energizing start ones are definitely going to be, we're going to be equipping those as much as possible because more AP, more better. So Sael gets energizing start to go along with pretty much everyone else has at least 2 of these. In some cases, I think I gave 3 to Gustav. So yeah, so that's good. And then I gave, Lune now has 5 available. What was I going to give her? Was I going to do roulette, I think? I do like roulette, but I could see that in some shorter battles, it might not be the best to have. You might just want to have the standard damage against some of the weaker enemies just to guarantee that you're killing them off quicker. But let's stick with roulette for now, because I think it's fun. And then for Mael, the same thing. We're just going to give her roulette as well. Okay, cool. So now our Luminas are filled out the way I want. Everybody's got a bunch of new... everybody has some buffed up HP and defense, as well as AP. Energizing start. This track is beautiful. The other thing we want to do here is level up our attributes. I don't think I've given anybody any new skills just yet. Let's do our attribute upgrades, though. A few points to dole out. I don't think we're going to give defense to... I think we're just going to do vitality. Try to get Everybody else has at least over 1k. Let's do the same thing for Sayel. And for Lune, give her more speed? Question mark? Or the thing is that speed gives her defense. We can just give more speed because that also gives her attack power. Yeah, let's give Lune some speed. And same thing with Gustav. What are we doing with Gustav? More speed, I think. Because his weapon scales with it, but also it does kind of matter what weapon we're gonna... I don't think I'm switching weapons with anybody, though. Let's give Mael more speed so she kind of stays, hopefully, at the head of the pack, although I'm still figuring out how the speed mechanic works. Yeah, we'll do agility for her, and I think same thing for Gustav. And we always have recoats to restock these things as needed. So now it's really just Mael that's kind of a little bit lacking on defense, but she does have the ability to give like shell, which maybe we'll prioritize that a little bit more here. Because I do think defense matters a little bit, and having it just like absolutely 0 or close to 0 is not the best. Not the ideal state of affairs. We'll see how things go. And then as I'm looking at the skills, I remembered I do want to add Fire Rage for Lune. I like the direction of her as a pyromancer, and we might also continue to do the same thing with Mael. But I want to try out this Fire Rage ability, and it doesn't reapply burn. That's about the only downside that it's got. But I think especially as we're buffing the AP to everybody here with these energizing starts, I want to try this out. So let's get Fire Rage unlocked, and then let's add that to her. I think I've readjusted everybody's skills. Oh yeah, that's right. I left an open spot here. That's what I did. I left an open spot because that's where I want to put Fire Rage. So now, but why did I hate how this menu, like, the way that it goes here, like when you're on one of the skills, you're highlighting one of these skills from this screen. In my mind, I should be able to just go straight to, like I'm choosing this blank spot here. I should just be going straight to choosing that new skill. Instead, this is a little pet peeve of mine that I'm taking a moment to talk about. It doesn't really matter, but why doesn't the menu immediately go to highlight a new skill? Instead, what it says, oh, now you're in the skills menu. Now you need to take a second press. You need to press the button again so that you've actually chosen that empty slot. It doesn't make any sense to me, but you know, it's one of these little programmatic things that's probably trickier to work into the game code than I'm giving it credit for. Me as the player here, I'm thinking, why doesn't it work the way that I want it? Okay, but I think we're gonna roll with Wildfire into Thermal Transfer into Fire Rage. I think that is the sequence that I want to generally try to follow, and I feel like my Lune will now be able to afford this with the energizing starts. All the energizing start pictos. So let's get going. Let's get the battle somewhere. Battling with some enemies. Oh no, wait, hold on. I got a little bit more. We got to upgrade some weapons as well. There's a little bit more housekeeping. Hold on, guys. We'll get it all straightened out here. But we must do all the housekeeping duties. Do I want to, because we have 15 chroma catalysts. So I think getting at least level 6 on everybody's weapons here is what I want to do. We're not going to switch anybody's weapons, but we will go level 6 on everybody's. Everybody gets an upgrade here. Lighter ream. Yeah, I want to keep the pyro. The pyro life for Lune, and the same thing for Mael. I think we have more chroma catalysts as well to buy from merchants, so there's actually quite a bit more of weapon upgrading that we're going to be able to do. But I think, let's see what other, there might be some new stuff to write in the journal real quick. Let's do that. And then that will conclude our housekeeping. Gustav finds a spot where he can be alone. Spend some time writing about Eskie and how incredible it is to travel on such a legendary creature. He hopes that one day his apprentices will read everything he wrote. There we go.
For those who come after.
For those who come after. Amen to that. Okay, Gustav has headed back, and now we go to sleep. So we can head back out onto the continent, and I don't think we're going to actually go directly. Wait, there's more? There's more? Okay, hold on. Hold on, guys. There is more. The gray-haired man appears again. He said her name, didn't he? And I did not take note of it. Maybe I need to review that cutscene. They're like watching over her while she sleeps. It's very creepy. But he's like, go to her?
I envy them.
Masked woman. Maybe we don't know her name.
Those who know not that they are not, and those who live blithe and free, sins forgotten, and thus absolved, a fresh dawn in their playground, while we live in shadows, swimming in ink. We are but a fragile dream, a singular weed, resisting, ever resisting, that iron dirt, that eternal law. Those who can't see, those who know not that they are not. Do you know? We are fellows. Those who know not that they are not.
Holy moly. She really wanted to drive that point home. Those who know not that they are not. What does that mean? Hell if I know. The subtitles have so far kind of been, you know, maybe a little bit spoilery in giving away the names of characters a bit prematurely. I think we could turn that off, but I think it's fine. It's totally okay. I'm okay with the subtitles giving that sort of info away. In this case, they're not. They're saying masked woman. I could have sworn that the gray-haired man said her name at one point, but maybe I'm wrong about that. But, those who know not that they are not. What does that mean? I do not know. I'm going to have to think about that one. Going to have to think about... Definitely going to want to put together all of those Mael's Nightmare and related cutscenes. Mael is obviously very central to this. What role did she play? I'm going back to Flying Waters just quickly because I had the thought of just checking in with Noko. And there should be a flag across the boss arena here. I wanted to check in with Noko and maybe just give a quick look to the manor. Because the manor was a little bit... We managed to access the manor from Jestro Village, but then I was kind of confused as to why we didn't have the ability to just go out to to see Noko here in Flying Waters, because I'm thinking of the manor as a warp point. Oh, it looks like Noko's not even here. So the only place to access Noko now is in Jestro Village, except was he selling anything in Jestro Village? How do we... Because there was still more from him to buy. Did I miss my chance to buy it? Don't answer that. Okay. Noko's not here. I think somebody had mentioned in the comments, part of my confusion as to why this area seemed a little confusing is because I think we came in over here. I could be wrong, but I think we came from this direction, and then this path beyond the flag, that was not there at first. It was Noko. Noko who sort of bust through and created this opening for us. And that's why my confusion of getting turned around. And thinking I had been somewhere previously that I had not been. That path was definitely not there before, and that was throwing me off. Now I get it. I understand now. But what I don't understand yet is what are we supposed to do with this? At some point, maybe we're just going to unlock more pathways in the manor, and it's going to be more understandable how this connects us to other parts of the world. Like right now, this door is still locked, right? So maybe this door somehow needs to open from the other side. But I would have thought that at least we could warp between here and Gestrel Village, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Because as soon as we go back out to the main hall, I don't think this is going to take us back to Gestrel Village. I feel like it's definitely going to take us back to Flying Waters. It sort of takes you back to the place that you just came from. Gonna give a quick look around the manor here, though, and see if there's anything quickly that might be different. But I don't think... I have no reason to think that that would be the case. So let's see. Let's see if we do, in fact, head back out to Flying Waters. As expected. Okay. So, all right. I guess Noko has permanently relocated then to Gestrel Village. So, I guess there's no reason to come back here other than there might be some destructible rocks at some point that we need to take out. For now, then, we move on. We continue with... We're going to head in the direction of Yellow Harvest and continue that zone. Something I had remembered afterwards, after our episode last time, I had remembered, I think we noticed before, when we were looking around the continent, our first time out here, we had seen this, I didn't know it was a Nevron necessarily at the time, but this guy standing up here who apparently is eating the mountain. We had noticed him before, and I had just completely forgotten that he was up there when I unlocked this new area. But then, as I was briefly running around the continent here off camera, I realized that I think the same sort of Nevron is what the Hidden Gestrel Arena is made up of. We see that this guy has just kind of fallen over. He's fallen over, and that has created the opening here for the Gestrels to have their arena away from home. So the unsanctioned, unofficial Hidden Gestrel Arena. Let's get back into the Yellow Harvest, and we have a second flag that we can warp to straight away. And we get to continue with this zone and see what is going on here. Harvester's Hollow. What are they harvesting? The Yellow Harvest. What is it all about? We have a new enemy type here, which is, as we noted previously, it is the a hostile version of the Jar. I'm always thinking of Alexander from Elden Ring, but our Jar friend at the beginning of Spring Meadows. These guys are not going to be friendly, though, I'm pretty sure. So let's find out. Let's find out what we're dealing with. First strike, go. Hopefully got my first strike off there. I think we still have... I did not add Gustav to the party yet, so we still have our all female lineup to start with here. I think once maybe we level at least Mael or Lune, maybe then we'll swap out, get Gustav in to do some leveling of his own. All right, this enemy is new, and it actually looks like it has a weak spot. Shall we find out if that's a weak spot? It's actually not a weak spot, huh? Interesting. Are you floating on... Are you floating on the same stuff that one chromatic abyss is made of? We've got that sheep abyss that we need to deal with eventually. Are you... looks like the same material. Cat laser brain. We need to get some attacks going. And now all of our characters have a wonderful, lovely amount of AP. Let's just do guard down like we've done previously, right? Guard down. Get them all vulnerable for a wildfire.
A storm is coming.
This is how I like this rotation. Ooh, okay, but in the case of, so one of them just melted. The other is quite sturdy, which I guess is to be expected. The other one, I guess, is counted as a flying enemy, isn't it? So did it miss? I don't think it took any damage at all. That damage that it took was, well, the mark is still there, right? If it had taken damage, the mark would have been consumed. So that means we need to prioritize this with aimed shots. It feels like that should be a weak spot. This thing is actually pretty sturdy. So the single target spells. How are we gonna do this then? Because this thing is gonna take a little while to kill. I think I would rather focus my attention on the big boy here and see if we can get you out of the picture, and then we'll worry about doing free aims to take out the flying enemy. Potier buffs its allies. It gives everybody rush. All right. And then Potier spawns pots. And jar. It is actually called jar. Jar birds. Jar birds a combo. Okay. Oh shit. Okay, I see it. Oh, there's more. Okay. All right. The jar combo there. And then now what are you doing? Is this your weak spot? And there's jars to... I presume we actually want to kill the jars, don't we? So we've actually got to think about spending some free aims here. The jar is burning, so we at least want to use Swift Stride to get Mael into... See, she doesn't want to use any free aims, right? Because she wants to be able to do Per Se next turn. And she won't be able to do that unless she gets some AP from dodging or something. I think I'm just gonna do Swift Stride.
Let us stain them.
He is actually pretty resistant to fire. That's the problem here, is he is a fireproof sort of enemy. So no wonder he is not really... We're not really making any inroads against him just yet. We are going to get a lot of AP back with thermal transfer here, so Lune can't afford to do a couple free aims. Let's see if hitting the lamp does anything. He is actually interrupted. Okay, so whatever he was doing there, was he charging up somehow? But it was definitely a different stance. And so it's probably a good thing that we've interrupted him. Yeah, and taking out these jars is probably also a good thing, because I feel like those are going to get thrown at us if we don't. Now we get to do thermal transfer, though. And he is weak to ice. Weak to ice is makes sense when you're fireproof. So now Sael has applied Foretell, so she wants to be able to do probably, well, she could do Marking Card to set up Virtuoso Stance. Per Se is going to be online for Mael. I'm having a tough time for whatever reason keeping the names. Sael, Mael, Lune, like, I gotta learn the names at some point. I think we do Marking Card after, it's only 3 AP, so I do have 1 AP that I can spend here to take out this other jar, if my aim isn't absolutely terrible. Okay. I think we do Marking Card. Okay, more buffs from the Potier, but that's fine. More speed is I'm okay with. Gonna spawn more pots. Okay, so another combo coming. Damn it. Okay. SOS shell kicked in. I think that was another thing that I gave all of my characters.
Ready.
Oh no, now
Finesse and grace.
fuck, I didn't see that it had another turn. I kind of let down my mental guard there. I did not realize the pots were actually going to get a shot off. There, oh, I get it now. The Potier takes pot shots oh my god. We got to do Virtuoso Stance while we got it, and then Sael can take the time to revive our cleric. So Per Se hopefully finishes off with a mark and Virtuoso Stance. Even though he's resistant to it, it does do the trick. Okay, revive for, I think, a revive? Because I have no AP right now. I'm only going to be able to take 1 shot at this Potier. And so there's going to be 2 pots left over. I think I use a revive.
Let us stain them.
Because it does give Lune a turn, and now she gets to take out these pots. I wasn't sure if she was going to get a turn. All right, there we go. So now we just have to use free aims against you, don't we? Oh, can I? Oh, maybe I was supposed to go after the lantern. I was supposed to go after the lantern. That was the weak spot. They baited me with this glowing opening on the chest. That's not the weak spot. I get it now. Okay. And now we just do attacks. And you're just going to dodge it because you're a flying enemy. I get it. I get it. It's what you do. So this guy on its turn gets to do both the speed buff and the pots. All right. Do I just go directly after the enemy now? You're still quite resistant, so we need to keep taking out these pots. Yeah, it's just marking shots all the way down. Wait. Oh, did marking shots reapply itself there? Oh, I also forgot roulette is in effect. So some of these free aims are not doing very much because roulette is a thing. I have to keep that in mind. Yeah, that's basically what it boils down to. I don't want to use any of my skills. I don't want to use any of my skills. It's all, this is the flying enemy. Right? This is what you gotta do. It sucks. Oh, okay. I guess sometimes you do actually hit the mark. Cool. Mael gets to level up, and we get a new weapon for Lune. Potterim. It's from the pot enemy. Okay, and a polished chroma catalyst. Sweet. Let's check it out. New weapon. New weapon for Lune. Potterim. I don't know how to pronounce this. But it's going to have to be how we roll. It's actually an upgrade, isn't it? It's just that we lose. This skill is pretty nice. Healing skills generate 1 additional light stain. That's dope. That's pretty dope. And it would buff her attack power, I think, quite a bit. But it would also mean that her fire skills are going to cost a little bit more. And we haven't got to do the big fire move yet that I wanted to try. But let's try this new weapon here, because we are going to need to do some healing, I think. So, and we will also now swap out. Now Mael can go ahead and take a moment off, and we'll bring in Gustav. Not that, but there we go. Now Gustav gets to get back in on the fun. Now maybe he is gaining XP. We should do a little bit of a test here to see is the party member on the bench actually completely losing out on XP. We have 5769. Nice. For Mael, which means we need to check that at the end of the next battle to see if she has moved on from that number. Okay. Let's see then. Looks like 2 different directions we could go here. But why don't we just focus on, well, what do we focus on? This is a very Bloodborne. This statue here is really reminding me of the it's making me think of brain suckers. That's kind of what the head of this statue looks like. The rest of the outfit is not necessarily Bloodborne, but brain suckers are coming to mind. I got brain suckers on the brain. Okay, let's get into another battle here. Lune has some cleric duty to do, and so she's going to be able to benefit from a new weapon. Her new weapon, which is going to give her more light stains. Heal yourself. Go. And Sayel. Do we do some focus fire here? Maybe trying to take out one of the maybe we will do focus fire this time since, yeah, let's do our focused. It's in the name. Focused foretell. Focused fire foretell. Let's go after this guy. And Gustav, I think we'll go ahead and just do his normal thing of giving everybody powerful. I think that makes sense. Let's do it.
Take cover.
Wow. Completely missed all those. I've at least... No! I'm jumping the gun on all the dodges. Galt? That one is just a single attack. I do not remember the attack from this enemy on the left. So yeah, that could have gone better. Let's do a revive. We're gonna need 3 party members here. Come on. Get back into action here. And hopefully I will actually learn some dodging. Oh, I get to do this for free because this new weapon is, wow. That's actually sick. Once you get 1 heal off, you basically can do heals for free from there on out. Because now she just has 2 light stains again. Shit, dude. Oy. Okay, I need to break you out of your stance. That's the first thing we need to do here. Get you, I don't want you to do whatever you were planning to do next. I think now Sayel will move into, let's move her into Twilight. Let's just go straight into that by doing Harvest, right? Harvest is what we want to use because we want to heal. That's a chunky heal. Combo time. Whoa! Dude! My dodges are terrible right now. The dodges are on fire. Not in a good way. Okay, that guy, maybe I can think about parrying. Feeling a little more comfortable about that attack. It's just because it's just 1 attack. What are we doing here? If the target is... We're not close to breaking any of these guys, are we? So I don't think I want to use Shatter. I could do Marking Shot to set up somebody. But I think I'm just going to do a Lumiere Assault. Lumiere Assault on this guy. I missed the quick time event. That was different. So he's got 2 different... That one only had 2 swings, and they were much quicker than the other one. Oh god. I hope Lune... I hope you can... Well, the thing is, Sayel has this harvest ability that she can use, except it really gets the most benefit when you're consuming Foretell. So I think Lune needs to heal herself here, though. I think it needs to be self-cleric time.
If I die, so be it.
I'm glad Sayel is at rest with her potential fate at the hands of my ineptitude. I think we're gonna go back. I think we're gonna go back though to another harvest because we're at least getting a 40% heal even if we aren't consuming any Foretell. Which is still good. Ground smash, are we jumping? I had to look down at the bottom left to remember how to jump. Okay, frames there, but I did manage to get 1 dodge. Oh my god. Yeah, I was like, oh, I need to remember how to do a jump counter here. Which button is jump? A. And then RT for the counter. All right, Gustav gets to do a recovery because everybody on this team has the ability to recover, although I want to do overcharge. So maybe I should just do overcharge and spend my stuff, you know? That might be a good idea, because who knows, maybe we break this guy?
For those who come after.
Oh, we just straight up killed him because he's weak to lightning? Wait, is he weak to both lightning and ice? Good to know. Lune is still on permanent cleric duty. Maybe we need to give her... I already spent my points on Wildfire, so I'd have to use a recode if I want to get her next healing ability, which I think heals the whole party. Starting to look pretty enticing. I'm going to heal Gustav, though. I love this permanent, though, this permanent free healing that we're getting because of her weapon. That is really, at least in this battle, super nice. I'm going to harvest again. Oh, that's also just really effective. Okay, I got dodges off. Wow, none of them were perfect, but who cares? Didn't take any damage for once. Jesus. It can happen. It can happen. All right, recovery time.
Second win.
And then now the party's actually feeling pretty good. Is it time for Lune to actually unleash the fire rage? Because she can get increased damage, right? Because of having these 2 light stains, which can now count as 2 ice stains. It's fire rage time. Let's see what this is all about. Let's see how it's not. We're only got 1 enemy here.
Look out.
That was it? See, that one's different. I'm expecting a 3rd attack there, but it's a slightly different look on that attack. Okay, the fire rage did not do that much damage from Lune. I was expecting that to hit a lot harder. Does it build up? Does the damage build up over time? Well, how exactly does that work? I'm gonna do an overcharge here, except I have no AP. God damn it! All right, market shot it is. Oh, I missed the quick time event because I forgot. Of course, that's how fire rage. It says it in the freaking description that she's just gonna keep casting this over and over and over and over. So you have to be ready to do another quick time event because that spell is just gonna keep going. And maybe because I missed that quick time event, maybe that's how she gets interrupted if it fails. Okay, all right, we're making it through these fights, even though the enemy difficulty, we can definitely tell that the so the enemy difficulty is ramping up, but we are also getting some XP for our benched party member. So that's good. Okay, nice. So Mael is not missing out because from being on the bench, but I think she's probably getting less than the active party members. This is an okay lineup though. Let's keep rolling with the lineup we've got. Give Mael a little break, especially with all the I don't know if it's a good thing to give her a break if you were trying to, you know, if somebody's dealing with nightmares. Death Bomb, new Pictos. On death, deal damage to all enemies. Oh, you get to go a little sock a patat on them. I don't know if it's better though. Mael, if this were IRL, maybe she would want to have something to keep her attention, keep her busy, and keep her mind off of the nightmares that she's been having to wrestle with. But for the moment, we'll give her a little bit of, let her enjoy the sidelines. Be able to, there's a grappling shot there. A grappling hook point. She gets to laugh. She gets to laugh at the rest of the crew for a bit. Oh, there's another, or I don't know if it's the same guy, but it's the same sort of young boy that we saw previously in the Ancient Sanctuary. Is it the same one? Why would she paint these things? Eating the world, eating our world. We used to have fun here together. I wish we could still have fun. Sister. Okay, so he is, yeah, I don't know if this is the same one that we met back in the Ancient Sanctuary. Why would she paint these things? Did the Paintress create all of the Nevrons? Or just these particular ones? And if so, whichever ones she did create, why? Why she do that? Try to communicate with the boy. The boy ignores you as if he does not see you. We could at least communicate with the other one. So this might be a completely different, might be a completely different young boy who is suffering a similar fate. Okay, but we do see what looked to be the same sort of Nevron, but dead, just like the Hidden Gestural Arena. Do they have, you know, is there like just a limited duration? Just like every living creature, eventually the Nevrons die as well. Nothing can last forever. Were they taken down by a hostile force, or did they just succumb to the natural passing of time? Okay, I'm trying to figure out what is the main path right now. I'm trying to figure it out. This might be the main path. It feels like there's still a lot to explore over in this other direction. So, we will do that before proceeding in this, along this path. Let's just keep checking out here and make sure we cross all the I's and dot all the Nevrons. There's another... Oh, wait a second. Okay, this is the other side. Okay, so I just navigated to the same spot that I could have dropped down from just a moment ago. So maybe... Okay, so those paths are converging. That's good. So now let's go back around this way. Do I see another section of Lumiere that has become fused with some good old columnar jointing? So we've got another enemy, at least a couple enemies off in the distance. Was there anything up along this path? Yes. An expedition log, as well as a lot of jar lanterns. Any actual jars to contend with? These ones appear to be dead, but I have my doubts.
Expedition 38, Genevieve. We buried Patrick near the lake, so he could be close to water. I know he really missed the aqua farm and his floating gardens. Pierre thinks it's a waste of time to update these journals, but I find it strangely comforting. I suppose at its core, it's a record that we existed, that we still exist. The Gommage is coming, but I feel at peace. Just the two of us, but we managed to carve out a tiny sliver of a life of our own. I should feel guilty, maybe, for abandoning the mission, but I don't. I'm just glad that when tomorrow comes, it'll be Pierre at my side. Until the end.
I should feel guilty maybe for abandoning the mission, but I don't. Did they just, you know, their expedition maybe suffered a similar... Like most expeditions that meet obliteration, they were the lone survivors of their expedition, and they said, you know what, we're not gonna beat the Patriots. Let's just live out our final days here, where we can. It sounds like they had just come to peace with things and weren't interested in. They felt it was a hopeless endeavor. Okay, the controller was shaking. Where's my... It's reacting to that grapple point up there. Wow. Oh, and there's a merchant. What the hell? There's a gestural merchant up here. Pinabi. What is this place? I was traveling with my bruv, and he just left me here. Bruv. Okay, we get to fight the merchant to unlock some additional content. Wavy hair for Lune. All right. Auto death. What? Kill self on battle start. What? So you have to accept a death at the start of a battle, but you get your crit rate buffed to 26. I suppose this you know, could synergize with the other Pictos that we just picked up. This is like, you start the battle with a suicide bomb. Huh. What an interesting effect. What a fascinating, questionably effective attack. I think I want to buy all the polished chroma catalysts. That much is happening. We're going to get all 4 of those. Although I should probably, you know what, we should probably just fight the merchant first and see what the other thing is. But I think we're buying this. We're buying auto death regardless, just because I am a completionist. I like to collect all the things. I think we'll probably get the wavy hair as well. We already own so many colors of Lumina and recoats, though. It's these ones that I don't necessarily want to spend chroma on. Let's fight the merchant. We're a little bit weak going into this. I guess Gustav is the highest health one. Let's just go with Gustav. Question mark? It would be funny to put that new Pictos on for a solo battle. Kill yourself at the start of a solo battle. Do I want to, let's see. This fight should not be the most insanely difficult. Most of these gestural fights have not been. So let's just see how things go. without necessarily equipping like our last stand Luminas. And I was preparing myself to just do a counter because we have seen so many of these gestural attacks now. Lumiere Assault, pretty standard rotation I think for Gustav. Yeah. If that's all you've got for me, then this is not gonna take very long, I don't think.
For those who come after.
And of course, we get the break. Life is good. Life is good. We'll do a marking shot here because I am okay with using counter damage with a marking shot. Oh, but I did not get the counter that time. New attack. All right. Do I take a turn? I don't want to use an AP tint here. I'll just attack. Even though it consumes the mark. I am A-okay with that. It's fine. All right. Merchant is out of here. A good old brawl. Something I'm familiar with. Unlike this whole place. How the heck did you get here, my dude? Ah, it is the new Pictos. Teamwork. 10% increased damage while all allies are alive. And a pretty nice boost to health and defense. That's a pretty sick one. I think we want to equip that to somebody. Don't you worry though, I'm gonna find my bruv eventually. Haha. I think. Let me guess, your bruv is somewhere here in this place. Oh boy, there are quite a few enemies out in this open area, and a very the Bloodborne style. There have been actually a few different parts of this game that have reminded me of Bloodborne. Okay, what was I thinking? I want to... Wait, how do I get back down? Is there a way to get back down without just jumping off? I guess I'm jumping off. Okay. Okay, I mean, I guess I'm okay with that. I just wanted to get back over to... All right. Oh no, I don't want to necessarily fight with you guys. I don't want to fight because I want to take the time to adjust my my Pictos. But I think we're gonna have a fight. I guess we gotta fight. All right, fine. Fine, it is what it is. We gotta jump into battle.
Let the ink flow.
Now I could flee because all of our characters are going first. I kind of want to flee because I want to get my Pictos online. I want to do my Pictos the way that they're supposed to be. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. I think I've picked up on the fact that the enemies, there is a very clear sound cue when the enemy aggros to you. And so once that happens, it feels like they're going to probably just track you down to the ends of the earth. You got no choice. So, so what do we want to do then with our Pictos situation? I had sort of forgotten that Sayel and Gustav actually both have these last stand. I had given them these last stand Pictos just as stat sticks, more or less, just to buff their health up a little bit. So, yeah, I think but Sayel would have been a good choice for that merchant fight as well. So, as it turns out, what I think I want to do, though, this Death Bomb plus Auto Death, I'm realizing that this synergizes, doesn't it? You get to automatically trigger your Death Bomb right off the bat. So, and also, it makes a lot of sense that it's a 26% crit rate on Auto Death. So that is a huge buff to crit, and that's what we want to be doing with Mael. She's all about reapplying burn with her critical attacks. And so I think we're gonna try this. It's gonna mean that we're gonna have to spend all of our revives, our revive tints, which is maybe not the best idea, but we're gonna try it and see. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna swap out. The other thing is it synergizes with this powerful revive. So it's kind of a funky little set of Pictos here, but we're gonna give it a shot and see how it works out. I'm gonna give both Auto Death. This is so weird, but Auto Death plus Death Bomb to Mael. And then I think I'm gonna give Sayel the Teamwork one because I want her health. Teamwork has good it's probably the best health and defense Pictos that we've got. So I want her to have that one because she's the one lagging behind in that department. So I think that's the one I want to do. Yeah, swap it out for that particular Pictos because it was also health and defense. Yeah, there we go. And then for Luminas, we just give everybody's got an extra Lumina point sitting around here. So we just throw on, I guess, Dodger. I can give to all of them. I had taken that away momentarily because Dodger is okay. But my dodges have definitely not been, they've been far from perfect recently. I guess Gustav already has it, so here we're gonna give him staggering attack. Okay, just throw in whatever we've got there and we'll min-max those later on down the road. Now, I do need to swap in Mael, but I don't need to heal her because she's going to die at the start of the next battle. So we're gonna swap out, we're gonna go Gustav for Mael. Let's get her in here. Okay, now, let's go ahead and take on this group of enemies here. See what we're dealing with, and see how much damage. Whoa! That was a lot of damage. That was a lot of damage. The only problem is Mael is, if she stays dead here, she is going to miss out on the XP, because I'm very tempted to just finish off this enemy because that was a crap ton of damage. But I also want to get Mael alive. She's going to get a turn to attack if we revive her, I think. The only problem is I have only 2 revive tints left. But that was a crap ton of damage. I'm going to revive her.
Thanks.
She doesn't get... she missed her turn. Well, okay, what's our Phantom Blade? We don't have any Foretell to consume, but that maybe still does the biggest amount of damage. High dark damage, and we have a bunch of AP. With Sael. Can this finish him off? Awesome. Okay, well, is that a win for the auto death bomb combo? I just need to get more revive tints, but man, okay. Got ourselves another polished chroma catalyst. We are sitting pretty in that department. Wow. Wow. That's just an absolutely hilarious combination. Okay, I'm trying to establish exactly where I am here. There's the Gestural Merchant up above. So if I were to go back in this direction, that should eventually... Oh, wait a second. No, have I circled... Oh my god, have I actually circled back around to where I was? Did we start here? Was this... This is not a completely new area? Is that what I'm realizing here? We've been here before. Oh, shit. We've been here before. I don't want to aggro that guy. No! Shit. Am I getting this? Oh, he was not actually fully aggroed. So maybe that sound effect only means that they've caught on to you, but they're not necessarily going to punch you down. I guess we've been here though, because I recognize this grappling hook spot from last episode. And then this should go through here to the flag, shouldn't it? There it is. Okay, so we circled around. We circled around. So that means that was the end of that path. That merchant. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna be sure of this, because I thought there might have been another path to explore, but this actually just circled around, huh? I guess it did, yeah. The path was slowly curving back toward where you had already been. Well, that certainly simplifies things. Good. Good. So, okay. I don't think I want to spend all my chroma, though. I'm down to... I only have 10k chroma, so... I don't want to spend the rest of it buying whatever we can at the merchant. Let's hold on to the rest of our chroma. There's a cosmetic option there that we'll get eventually. Oh, and I see another expedition log down here. We need to take out another jar Nevron. But hopefully we are equipped to do that with our new Ultra Death Bomb combination. Mael, go! That is so funky. What the actual... Dude, this guy's ready to be broken. And I think that Sael is equipped to do that. I think that she's equipped to do that. So we can stun the jar, and I would like to kill off the Potier. So how do we sequence this? It probably means that Lune is going to use her free aims to take out the Potier. Hopefully. One more. Do the trick. Yes. Okay. So that guy's taken care of, and now Lune can do the revive on Mael. That is our last revive tint. This is so funky. This is so funky, but it does so much damage. So it's kind of worth it. And, okay, so then this is where we do Phantom Blade, which can break. Boom. Might also just kill him. Not in this case, but that's fine. We got the stun, which should give us the turns that we need to do the rest of the damage that we need. We'll do a degagement. Even though you're weak to fire, but it's what my team is set up to do. My team is set up to do fire damage. So that's kind of, I have no choice. Strong enough to get the job done. Dude, we are, okay. This is a plan. Mael suicide bomb strats for the win. What the heck? And we get a new expedition log. Let's go.
Nicholas, Expedition 44. The idea was you'd only have to fool the first one. Then Jules can wear its carcass to trap the next, and so on, until we all have proper cover. But disguising ourselves as Nevrons has proven to be extremely ineffective, to say the least. Maybe they recognize each other by their chroma. Anyway, it was an utter failure. To any expeditions that follow our trail, do not disguise yourselves as Nevrons. It doesn't work.
They were trying to disguise themselves as Nevrons. Is that what we see here? Yes, it is actually. Oh my god, I don't know if that would have registered without me playing that audio log, but well, we have an expedition member who has, you know, met their ignominious fate while dressed as a Nevron. That is what? Well, you know, hey, it was a creative move. I'm not going to fault them for it, you know? You don't know until you try. Hopefully we can benefit from this knowledge. I don't think any one of us was jumping the gun. Was really enthusiastic about dressing up as a Nevron, but regardless, it's good to know. There, I see a path there that we can crouch through, and of course we still have this big. Well, I don't know. Maybe this is just one big circular area here that we've now. We're just coming at the other side. We're now, because yeah, didn't we go up this one last? I don't want to aggro this guy, but I think we're on the other side. We've just run around the whole area. That's what we've done. We have circumnavigated the area. Because over here, we can see there was that young boy that we talked to, right? And I think he's up in this direction. I'm not sure exactly. But I think we have just that one jar Nevron that's waiting there. And then that is, we have fully cleared out the area once. I think. So maybe this is the main path forward? Is this the main path? Let's just keep going for now. If it is, we can climb back down. There's apparently no such thing as fall damage. Oh, this is reminding me of a very particular part in Sekiro. If you've played that game, you might know which part I'm talking about. I guess there might be a couple parts that are like that. Jumping back and forth. inside of the particular sections. This feels like the path forward. But if it is, then I'm hoping we get a flag. Yep, okay. My instinct said flag was soon. So we can at least bank this rest. We're not going to rest because I don't want to respawn all the enemies just yet. I am tempted to get my revive tints back, though. Very, very tempted. Because our dive bomb... our dive bomb strat with Mael is a little bit hampered when we have no revive tints. Can I... Okay, so to go back down, do I literally just jump off? This feels like suicide. Like I should... I feel like I should have an expedition fails for this. But... Oh, it's not even letting me. It's not even letting me. So does that mean that I have to... Okay, I think I have to fast travel then. But I think I can do that without respawning the enemies. If I do respawn the enemies, it's not the end of the world. So maybe I should just... Because I've kind of... Now that I understand how... we want to go to Harvester's Hollow. We want to... Respawning enemies is not the end of the world, but I know that there was one right here that I just don't want to have to tussle with again. So let's head over. Let's head over here. What we're going to do is we're going to swap out Mael for Gustav. And we just won't have any revive tints though. And that the Death Bomb game plan does so much damage. So without any single revives, we've got to really be on point with our dodges. We'll see how it goes. How many enemies we dealing with here? How many we got? We got 3, and 2 of them are flying. So, flying enemies. We got to take out the flying enemies. Let me actually do this then. Because we want to take out... We want to do free aim for this. Let's flee. All our guys are going first, so we get to flee. And we're going to get the hell away from this guy. And we're going to... Yeah, we got this item up here still to collect. What I want to do is I want to switch Lune's weapon. Because she has this new... Well, not new. She has this one that generates a random stain on a free aim shot. So let's give her that weapon, even though it's going to give her less attack power. But that's the kind of weapon that you want when you're doing free aims. And now we'll try this. No, I didn't get the first strike. Oh my god, I'm a dingus. Okay, gotta do some dodges here. Well, actually, I guess we're not dodging anything just yet, but we got pots that have spawned, which is annoying. Do they get double rush? Don't answer that. But they're getting... Oh, okay. Alright, alright. Well, I gotta take out these pots. But I also want this guy. What are we doing here? Am I gonna take out all of these with Gustav? I want to spread some of the love to Lune. But Gustav does have the most AP. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take out the lamp for this guy. And now Gustav is gonna do powerful. Yeah? Yeah, powerful.
Dodge CL.
Combo. Way too early on that dodge. Okay, fortunately that guy's not hitting as hard because we did give Sael a bunch of defense. So that's good. Alright, now Lune can generate some stains. She can also interrupt this guy. We want to do all the things. So let's do that. Let's do... Wait. Oh, those don't count? She doesn't get stains from those because they're not counting as a free aim hit? Oh, boo. Wait a minute. Did I give her the right weapon? I do not understand what's going on right now. I don't understand it. There it is. So because I was hitting just the jars, the jars or pots that had been spawned, because of those, I have to hit the enemy directly in order for it to actually register the proc for the new weapon. That kind of sucks. Yeah. Not the biggest fan of that. Okay, but I guess it is what it is. I'll attack the guy who I can probably actually hit. And he is weak to lightning. That's something to keep in mind here. Maybe I need to readjust my skills to be a little more lightning focused. Can I kill this guy with just free aims? Not likely. I think we're gonna have to live with another turn of the jar guys being around. The jar guys, the potiers, that's what I meant to say. There's the jar. These names. This guy is actually called a jar. I guess I'll do one more free aim. Oh, but I do have roulette, right? I'm not gonna spend all of my AP though, all of Sael's AP on that. We're going to do at least one harvest. Just because she needs the healing. And we're gonna aim on this guy.
I'll use your knife.
Even though he's resistant. More pots, more pots, more better. Shit. Still working on the timing on that one. It's a toughie. I'm running out of AP here. I'm always running out of AP, especially when I have to spend so much of it free aiming against these stupid little dorks. I at least want to take the pots out. So I think between Gustav and Lune, they'll... Oh, but Lune doesn't get the free stains from hitting the pots. That's the annoying part here. So I guess I'll do both of Gustav's. Well, I need to do this thing as well, though. I don't know if I can do it all. I don't know if I can do it all.
Let us stain them.
If I just kill this guy, then the jar doesn't matter, right? But I don't think I'm just gonna kill him between my shots and Sael's. I could also just try to dodge the shots, right? The shots from those pots. I could just leave them up and just dodge them, but I didn't do so well against. I didn't really. Oh, I killed it. Oh, it's roulette. That's the thing, right? We're not necessarily getting super lucky with roulettes until we are. Okay, attack. And now Sael. I mean, I guess I'm just I'm doing the free aims. I'm doing the free aims. I'm doing it. That's what we're doing. It feels weird. It feels weird to do it, but it's what we're doing.
Lune, attention.
No, I'm still too early on that. Way too fucking early. Jesus. I hate how early I am. Okay. Lune gets a free heal, though, because she does have 2 grass stains. That's pretty cool. I guess we're just continuing the free aim. The free aim. Everybody's constantly at 0 AP because I'm spending it all on free aiming.
That hurts.
Take out the pot. And now we heal. We just constantly have to. It's such a weird enemy. It's such a weird enemy, and I'm probably not approaching this the correct way. It might just be better to accept the fact that the potiers do what they do, and just try to dodge their bullshit. I'm gonna keep doing what I've been doing, though. It might be wrong. I'm gonna keep at it.
Lune, watch out!
Okay, I tried to go for some parries there, and I at least got a couple of them. At least a couple. Same game plan. It's a weird game plan, but it's so far kind of working. It's just taking forever. My attacks do so little damage. I think Lune's just gonna heal again. More healing. And then Sayel, I mean, we're keeping the party topped off, right? We just have no AP to do what we want, except I can do Focus Foretell finally. I finally get to actually do a skill? What? No way. Crazy. Oh, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Let's go. Finally. Oh, man. Okay, I finally... Dude, Sayel got so much AP. That's the problem, guys. Probably a bunch of you screaming at your screen. Hey, why don't you try parrying? Maybe then you'd get some AP. Wow, what a novel concept. Crazy. All right, well, now I'm going to save. I'm going to use Sayel for the free aims here. Although the pot, that's fine. The pot's going to get to attack, but I don't think I can do anything about that. So we do a marking shot.
Look out.
Okay, no counter, but 3 out of 4 parried. Because each of those parries gets you AP. Oh my god, okay. I don't think I have fully internalized that lesson. I think I knew it, but I haven't fully, like, it's not in the muscle memory. Because I have this, like, dodger only triggers once per turn. And so I have made this subconscious linking of the two, that somehow parrying does the same thing. You get an AP for every single parry. Parry more. Even if you don't parry every single part of a combo, it's still profitable. So long as you don't die. Okay, now we do thermal transfer. Because that plays a second turn, actually. We get to play a second turn if we do thermal transfer. And I guess I want to do that. I guess I want to do that. Because now I can just use free aims, right? This guy's going to be out of here. Jar is going to be out of here. And now Sayel maybe just finishes the deal. Maybe I shouldn't even have spent an attack there going after one of the pots, but Sayel has all the AP in the world. Just go for broke, and you are out of here. Okay, that battle probably took a lot longer than it should have, because I should have been parrying and getting way more AP, but we're learning here. We're still a noob. But at least learning is finally happening. Okay. So, that guy is out of here, and now we just need to figure out how to get to this other item. But there was that one spot where we could crouch. And that was probably the last... That one spot where we could crouch. That hidden path that we had to crouch through. But I think this goes back to the start of the level. I'm still just getting this place straight in my head. But I think I know where I'm going now. So let's check this one last side path. But if it is... Well, let's see. Let's just see what we find. Wait. Did I pass it up? Maybe not. Maybe it's this way. Was it actually behind the expedition? I guess it was. Okay. There's a fucking mime. There's a mime, oh my god. I have no revive tints. I have no revive tints. Can we do this without revives? Probably. Could probably pull this off. Mael actually got a level, even though she's on the bench. So let me just quickly check my Luminas here to see if there's any additional... I guess we can throw in stuff like staggering attack for a couple of our friends here. Okay. I suppose we'll just use a chroma elixir just to get everybody topped off, but it's everybody was kind of topped off already. This is the last. Let's just go for it. Let's just get into it. It's a mime. We'll see if there's new fancy tricks this one has, but we do have some experience. We are a bit seasoned when it comes to mimes. Shields. I guess I will take off some of those shields with... Oh, and I still have the free aim thing on. Do I want to adjust that so her fire skills are more... No, let's keep it. Let's keep it. Because we're going to generate some stains here just to take off these shields. Let's do it. That'll be... I think that's... Yeah, we'll do the whole thing for Luna here. And then next time around, she can think about doing mayhem, but probably not, because we probably want to build up a lot more stance damage first. Okay. Focus foretell. And then powerful.
Let me help.
Shit. All right. Now do we have to flee? Because I don't have any revives. I think I have to flee. So, all right. This is that mime actually does one-shot us. So I think what I want to do then is I want to have some revives. So let's go ahead and flee. Let's get out of here. I don't want to do battle with just 2 people. I don't want to... I want to have a full party. Are you really following me? No. Stay in your little cave there. I will come for you eventually. Like, we should be able to heal up here and then run around whatever Nevrons have respawned, right? We should be able to do that. The question is, how do I get back up to the flag? I think I answered my question. Oh, I saw there is some chroma up here as well. How the hell do I get that? There's an item that I missed. Am I getting there via the... Huh, how am I getting there? Was there another... Let me heal up first. I'm gonna heal up first because that needs to happen no matter what. But I need to figure out how we're getting this item as well. Rest up. It feels like one of these things where you should be able to jump up on... You should be able to just jump up on these rocks and get up to that whatever path is over... Like this would lead up to that item somehow. But that's not how this works. Invisible barriers and all. Is it over here? Do I have to actually take this grappling hook? This grappling hook spot here? Was there actually a path to the side that I just completely overlooked? There was. Very easy. Turns out very easy to get my hands on almost 1,000 chroma. Okay, cool. Glad we came back. So now I should be able to get around to the mime and avoid these Nevron boys. They're pretty easy to outrun, actually. It's not that much of a headache. You know, it's actually kind of similar to Dark Souls, right? The FromSoft games are pretty forgiving when it comes to actually running back to get to your souls pickup or getting around other enemies that you would rather not tussle with at that particular moment. Oh, you know, so should I think then about doing... No, I don't want to do the dive bomb. I don't want to do the Mael dive bomb strat. Because this thing has shields and walls and all that stuff, so that doesn't... That's not a good way for us to approach this. Let's just do what we did before. Right? I think so. Just take all these off. And then, Foretell. Same as before, powerful. Let's go. Ooh, man. Okay, that did not... Ugh. This mime might be a little bit too powerful for us, because that did hardly any stance damage. Yikes. Okay, well. Lumiere Assault or Marking Shot? Probably just Lumiere Assault. We are not doing jack shit right now, though. We're not doing jack shit. I think we're doing Thermal Transfer. I do want there to be burn, so we could get AP back with the Thermal Transfer, but also I have a bunch of grass stains that I need to spend somehow, and I don't want to do Healing Light right this second. So we're doing Thermal Transfer. And that gets a second turn for Lune. And so now we can... I guess we could have also done Mayhem to spend our stains. We could always do that. Yeah, let's actually do a free aim. Let's do another free aim this turn to build up another stain. And then we'll do Mayhem next turn. We'll just attack here. And now Sael gets to do... Marking Card? Because then Gustav can do Overcharge next turn. Let's do that, actually. Yeah, let's set up an Overcharge for Gustav. But I think the Mime is going to pull out the weird combo, and I'm probably not going to try to parry that. I don't know. Yee, okay, I thought I went way too early on those last two. Still not comfortable with that combo, but especially if it's going to one-shot us like it did with the first attack. All right, we're not gonna break with Overcharge, but we need to just unleash as much damage as we can. Now Lune can do Mayhem. I just want to spend her stains.
Prepare to meet your end.
Doesn't do that much damage, but you know, we're slowly chipping away. Now we do Twilight Slash, I guess, to put us into Twilight. The Mime's gonna get 2 turns here coming up. So maybe one of our crew is gonna be able to parry some stuff and get AP back, which is, it's a risky move. I'm gonna go ahead and do Twilight Slash.
I saw your future. Careful now, Gustav!
Okay, I feel okay about that one. Strange combo, not so much. Damn it. That's so much damage, motherfucker. Ugh. Gotta revive. This is why we get the revive tins.
Sorry, I failed.
Did you? I don't think it was you. I don't think it was you. I think it was me. We're doing Focus Foretell again here, I think. Thing's not close to being broken, so... But at the same time, Phantom Blade... Nah, we have 3 turns of Twilight. We have time, plenty of AP to set up a good Phantom Blade here.
Let's push forward.
Doesn't really make sense to heal when we're just gonna die in one shot, so... What is the best move? Am I just attacking? See, this is where I would love to have reduced fire cost. That would actually probably be a better weapon here. I'm just going to attack with Lune. I'm just going to attack. Kind of sucks, but I'm just attacking here. Okay. We need some more overcharge for Gustav, so Lumiere Assault, probably, or give everybody Powerful. Let's reapply Powerful. Sael is going to take, I think, one more turn here and do Marking Card to apply some more Foretell, and then she's going to be unleashing Phantom Blade, hopefully, the following turn. No, this is our last turn. I take it back. So we do Phantom Blade this turn. I'm misreading the number 3 is telling me, I think, how much of my... How buff is my Twilight. It's not telling me how many turns are left. This says last turn. I just noticed that, so we're doing Phantom Blade here. Oh, we did break it. Oh, we did break it. Wow, that did way more stance damage than I was expecting. Sweet. So now you are mine. Now you are wide open. Now it is time to unleash. Well, I want to be able to unleash the Fire Rage, but I'd love to be able to get two. I'd love to be able to have a couple Ice Stains to consume. Does that mean I spend... Maybe I spend a couple shots here trying to build up some random stains. A lightning one. And a grass. How come it couldn't have been ice? Where's my ice stains? So in that case, do I just go with Fire Rage anyways? It deals increasingly higher fire damage to all enemies every turn until Lune receives damage. It does take a while to build up, doesn't it? Let's try Fire Rage again. And hopefully if Lune gets attacked, I can manage to dodge. Let's try this again. We've only done it the one time, and we didn't really get to see it in much of an effect. We didn't get to see its full effectiveness, I suspect. So now I would like to be able to do Overcharge, but I'm a little bit low on AP if I use a Lumiere Assault. So maybe I just attack this turn? Or I could just do a Marking Shot. It wouldn't build up any... Maybe it will build up one Overcharge? I'm going to save Gustav's AP just for the moment. We're going to do a regular attack here.
Brace yourself.
Fuck. Just a little bit slow on that third attack. Okay, Lune's going to be able to revive Gustav. And I probably need to be trying to parry those, honestly. I don't know. Like, the dodging is more forgiving, right? And when it's a one-hit scenario, I just feel a lot better about going with dodges. Focus Foretell.
A storm is
Oh, shit! I forgot.
Take your shot.
I forgot that Lune has the... We need to do the quick time events with Lune. So this means I have to... Lune cannot actually revive Gustav. I have to do that with Sael. Okay. I guess I gotta do that. No, fuck me, dude. I'm so bad at this. This mine just might be too strong for me. That might be the problem, because we've only made a quarter of its health. A quarter of its health, like what the hell? I need to unleash Overcharge. I want to revive Sael. Lune.
For those who come off.
Didn't get any of either of those quick time events, fuck. This is not going well, and it's probably going not as bad as I think, because we're still at, you know, we're a third of its health taken away, but now I only have, what, one revive tint left after this?
Welcome back.
Okay, all right, got the dodges off there. Is it mayhem time? Spend all her stains? Or do we go with Fire Rage again? Try to get the Fire Rage train rolling one more time. You have to get it rolling over several turns, right? You have to... It has to be something that is not interrupted. I'm gonna try it again. I'm gonna try it again. I don't know if it's the right way to go, but I'm gonna try it. Now, Gustav can reapply Powerful.
Let me help.
And then Sael can use Marking Card, perhaps? Or we just go with a Twilight Slash to get us back going in Twilight right away. Because she does have some AP she wants to spend, and maybe we can just do that with Phantom Blade. Let's do Twilight Slash.
I saw your future.
Feeling really good about countering that move. I just wish that the mime only had that move. I wish it. It would be so much nicer for me. I guess we'll go with a Lumiere Assault here. We are chipping away. Oh, that was a nice hit. Whoa, I actually dodged them all again. Okay. I was like, why do you have to be attacking? Why must you go after Lune when she's the one doing the Fire Rage? Okay, let's do another Focus Foretell. Because I want to at least buff my Phantom Blade a little bit.
Here's your card.
I'll do it.
Lune is getting all the attention here. Is it because she's the one been doing the damage? I don't know how that works. I'm just going to attack with Gustav.
The elements dance.
Lune prepares a Firestorm. That Firestorm is a raging. Phantom Blade time for Sael. Oh, baby!
Careful now, Gustav.
Okay, all right, okay. Maybe I'm finally figuring out the timing on that. And do I feel comfortable enough where I could actually start trying to parry it? I don't know. I don't know about that.
For those who come after.
Overcharge time, though. Yes. Okay, we're getting close. We're getting close. Oh my god, finally. Finally, we get there. And we have a new Fashion Souls option. A nice chunk of XP as well. Sael gets up to level 20. Gustav to level 21. That feels okay. It's a good thing we had those revive tints. A new hairdo for Mael. Check it out here. Rated? Where is it? There we go. Where are we at here? Rated, huh? Rated. It's okay. We'll stick with it for the moment. Did we have some new ones for... I guess we had... oh, I forgot. Gustav had the... he has the Justin Timberlake curly hair over here. All right. We'll roll with that for a little bit. Sure. Anything new for the others? Sael's got a lot to add to her closet. I think there's a couple vendors we can go back to in Just for Village at some point. All right, and we'll also quickly give Solo Fighter to both Gustav and Sael to make sure they're fully using all their luminous. Okay, we've got another frickin' mime out of here, even though there were no new attacks. There were no new attacks with that thing. But I don't play this game frequently enough just yet. I'm not playing this thing every single day. And so, yes, I've seen those attacks before from the mime. But yes, still, it's a new play session. And I don't have the muscle memory yet to be able to consistently dodge that frickin' strange combo. But a win is a win is a win. We take it and we move on to the next flag here. These have all, I think, been Expedition 68's flags. Let's see about upgrading our attributes, though. We've got a couple levels worth of points to spread out here. I think Lune is going to switch back to her We're going to switch her back to Lighterine. Or... Oh, there's this Potierine. These names are so weird. I guess the scaling on the Lighterine and Potier are both they're both defense and agility, so the scaling is exactly the same regardless of which one we choose there. So yeah, we'll stick with the fire. I like the pyro life. I want to keep trying more fire rage. Let's do that. And so that means that Lune probably wants to keep leveling agility. I'm actually not going to worry about upgrading attributes at this point. I changed my mind. We're going to... there's only so much time that I have when I'm sitting down to record, and I would rather keep the train rolling. I want to get into another battle, and I'll worry about stressing over leveling decisions at a... when I'm not under any sort of a time constraint. That feels like a boss arena to me. That feels like where we're going in to fight a big boy. So let's turn around. Also, the music kind of stopped, which maybe is another hint. Let's go this way, which feels a little bit like the side path. And there's another expedition log here. Look at this. Is that a... We've got some expedition members that are fused into... What is this red... At first I thought it was another kind of Nevron, but now I don't know. Perhaps the expedition log will tell us.
Julian, 59er. Disgusting. Laura's an idiot. I can't believe she convinced everyone to eat the Nevron. They've been puking for the past few hours. Great. Well, we can't move on with so many people sick. I told her it was a bad idea. Hopefully they'll feel better with some mushroom broth to settle their stomachs.
Oh, here's a reference to the mushrooms, or mushroom broth. Was there another expedition that talked about mushrooms? Didn't we have an expedition near Esquier last time that talked about mushrooms? In this case, yeah, they did eat the mushrooms here on Expedition 66, but it turned out to be a bad idea. So I guess that was... But the expeditions count backwards, don't they? So would this intel have not been passed along to... Maybe 59... Expedition 59 didn't know the intel from 66. Everybody is dying all over the place, and if we could only connect all the dots from each of these poor teams that has bit the dust. Okay. I could have sworn there was some NPC though that wanted us to give the mushroom key item to, but maybe we haven't found that NPC yet, given that expedition log hinting at mushroom broth. Does that mean, is there a mushroom-related NPC nearby? Who are we going into battle with, though? Is Mael continuing to stay on the bench with her suicide bomber? I want to kind of bring her in, actually. Let's bring her back in. If we are going up against a boss, I don't know if that's the best move. Let's find out. Yep. Cutscene time. Oh my god, there's something coming out of the ship. Yep. Okay. I had a feeling. Oh god. Ugh. Gooey, sticky, icky Nevron. Wonderful. Blaze. Oh, but it's shielded. It's shielded, so that was a terrible move. And I can't flee, can I? Well, that was not... Oh, God. What was I thinking? We have to do a revive. We gotta do a revive. I want to get the... We don't have to do a revive right away, I suppose. I can use free aims here to take off the other shields. It is weak to fire. That's good to know. And, so hopefully everything will be all right once we get both of our pyromancers online here. Or Sayel will just do her normal focus foretell.
Here's your card.
Blaze pounds the ground. Jump attack. No.
Not today.
I'm ready.
Meeting.
Okay. send in reserve team? Oh. Oh, am I learning a new mechanic here? Are we saying that Gustav gets to go in? That's what it sounds like. Let's just find out how this works. Let's send in the reserve team. Yeah. Oh, the last stand of Expedition 33. Okay, I get how to parry those now. It took me just a couple times seeing that attack. You gotta see the attack and learn the hard lesson first. But Gustav gets to go at this. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this all Gustav though. I want everybody to get some XP here. So I guess we'll keep learning the attacks, right? If I can successfully learn what I can learn, then that's better than nothing. Let's learn at least whatever lesson we can. This guy's actually not too difficult to counter, I don't think. I'm seeing the lines. I'm seeing the lines with this motherfucker.
For those who come after.
And I mean, there's a world where Gustav could solo this. Especially if these counters are this easy to pull off. Because I think I understand how the other attack works now. But I also want everybody to get XP. I don't want to miss out on the XP, so I might just let this guy kill me and start everything over. I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and skip our turn and just let the enemy do its worst, so we can retool. We need a little bit of going back to the drawing board. Let's go back to the drawing board, and we're not gonna do the suicide bombers strat this time for Mael. We don't want to retry the battle. I need to get out of here. Redo is what I request. So it sends us back to the last save point. That's fine. So we just need to switch around our Pictos. That's all we need to do for it. We won't get... we might keep Death... Let's see how this works out. So Death Bomb is the one... No, Auto Death is the one that has a super high crit rate, but you do have to kill yourself. And that doesn't seem like a great idea. It's 26% crit, though. It's 26% crit. It's just that the guy's shielded, right? So we're not getting any usage out of the on death deal damage to all enemies. The death bomb ain't really doing anything. So instead of auto death, let's find Mael I guess let's give her back the energizing start that she had before to give her some health. Get her some health back, and that will be... Yeah, let's do things that way. We'll keep leveling Death Bomb. And we'll keep her in... We'll actually bring Mael into the party. Oh yeah, because that's what I had done. Now, interestingly, there's a world here, it looks like, where you could just go with 2 people. You don't have to have 3. So I've now learned that reserve party is a mechanic. You can bring in you can have the backbenchers ready to go if you wanted to more evenly spread out your team. I feel like it's probably better just to go with go hard or go home, but this does suggest to me, I think we want to just go with 3. We're going to go with the Ladies' Night Out to start, but it suggests to me that we might have more expeditioners to find. Maybe this is it. Maybe we've just got the 4 that we have currently, and there's no more to be found. But who knows? We might end up finding more team members and having like a complete whole second reserve team of 3. Okay, let's see if we can get some counters going this time, though. I think I know. I think I see the attacks well enough to be able to... Yes. Yes, yes, and yes. The only problem is he had a shield on, so the counter didn't do anything. But we got a bunch of AP, because parries are awesome. So for Mael, we get to take off some shields. And we mark the enemy. Okay, that's cool. I'll go ahead and jump right into degagement here, because we can take off the shield with that because it's low fire damage.
Chroma is flowing.
And now Lune gets to jump in with wildfire into thermal transfer. I think that's the intended route that we want her with all this extra AP that she gets. And the guy is weak to fire, so that's a good game plan. Focus Foretell. Or Sayel.
Take your shot.
Yo! Oh, that hits everybody? So it's an expedition counter. I didn't realize it was an expedition counter. That's even way more awesome than I was planning. Hell yeah. All right, Swift Stride time. Fortunately, not a one-hit situation, but we're now incentivized to heal. And I think that's okay. I don't quite get to do... Yeah, let's go ahead and heal. And then for, we're about, yeah, we want to use marking card here to set up Perse. Perse is going to be the play.
No. I'm waiting.
And that is so cool that it's an expedition counter because it deals so much damage. Let's go. And everybody gets AP from it as well. Okay. I'm not gonna, yeah, we're just gonna go to Perse. Fury is interesting because we do really need to spend some of Mael's AP. Oh, and we used, oh, that we consumed the mark by doing the counter. That's the only downside to that. Do we do the flurry then in that case? I think I do, because we stay in Virtuose stance and we have a whole bunch of AP that we want to spend. And I love how cool Mael looks with this Fury move. It's so good. Now we can do thermal transfer. The only problem is we're not going to have the additional damage for Fire Rage because of the way this works, but I like that we are taking a second turn and just going straight to Fire Rage. So we can do the thermal transfer and then Fire Rage this turn. He's also weak to ice.
The elements dance.
I see. Is he just weak to everything? Is he just weak to it all? Fire Rage time, let's go. Oh, and we still have one more turn. I thought we were getting ready for the enemy to attack. So now is when I want to switch us over into Twilight by using Phantom Blade, question mark? But we could hold on to our AP by just doing Twilight Slash, the cheap Twilight Slash. That puts us into Twilight, and then we can go for a rotation that ends with Phantom Blade while we're in Twilight. Let's do that.
I saw your future.
Get the increased bonus damage from Twilight. Nice.
Let's spill some ink.
Nice. I feel like I'm a little bit early on those parries, but it's still working out. Okay, we're gonna have an attack from the enemy, and then I gotta be ready to do the quick time event for Lune, who is in Fire Rage with that awesome ragey fire animation that she's got going on to the side here. Now, I still don't have my mark set up, but I am gonna now do Perse while we're still in Virtuose stance.
Precise strike. Look out.
Ground pound.
Ready to attack.
Join me.
Fuck. Damn it. So Lune gets... Oh no, Glaze is preparing for a powerful blow. Because Lune took damage during the Fire Rage, her turn gets skipped. Maybe I should have just gone for a dodge there to be safe. Maybe should have thought about that. All right, is this where we want to harvest to heal up Sayel, or we do Focus Foretell first and then heal? We have 2 turns left of Twilight. Oh, we only have the 2 turns of Twilight. So I probably want to do Focus Foretell into Phantom Blade. I think that's what I want to do.
Here's your card.
Okay, Earthquakes. Shit. All right. Lune bites the dust because I had not seen that attack before. I think I get it now. It's a more instantaneous attack that happens 3 times. I want to get Lune revived, but I also don't want to lose Mael's stance, and I want to take advantage of the last turn of Twilight for Sael. So we're not reviving, I don't think, just yet. I want to spend some AP is what I want to do. Maybe we do Defenseless here. I think we do Defenseless because I want to be able to buff up Sael's. Sael is going to do her Phantom Blade here. Yeah. I wonder if the damage is capped at 10k. I wonder if the damage is just capped at 10k, because I don't know if we've had. He gets to prepare the same turn? That's not fair. Wait a second. Sael is still in Twilight? I thought I only had 2 turns of it. Maybe it meant 2 turns left after the current one? Huh? Okay, I'm still figuring out exactly how Sael works. We gotta get Lune back. But I also don't want to take a turn off with either of these other characters. The target is not burning right now. The target is not burning. I do have the ability to apply burn, though, don't I? With free aims? There we go. Now the target's burning. So, I can switch into Virtuoso Stance with Swift Stride. Probably spend a few more AP, because we do... No, it's okay. Well, we're getting AP back with these counters, right? So it kind of is to my benefit to spend a little bit on free aims. Also, it could proc Marking Shot. So there you go. Well, now that there's a mark on the enemy, do I ever just do Per Se? Because, fuck it, I've got the AP to spend. I think I'm actually going to do it. He's got Defenseless and he's got Mark. This is actually the time to use Per Se. And we're in offensive stance as well. Obviously, we don't get the plus 200 damage from Virtuose. That is the reason to save it for Virtuose stance. I'm gonna do the Per Se now, though. And that maxes out our damage. Awesome. Okay, Earthquakes. Oh boy. Oh boy. Now is when Mael is going to have to do some reviving, because I don't want to call in Gustav. So let's get. I think the one on the right is... Okay, this is a bit of a shortcoming with this revive system here. I'm pretty sure that Sael was on the left. Well, she's on the left on the bottom. If we're facing the boss, right? From this camera angle, oh, I can see the weapon. I can see Lune's weapon over here hovering. Lune is over here on Mael's right. Our left right now, stage right, if you will. So we're reviving Lune.
Still need your help.
Okay, he gets to do an attack here. And we get to do a counter. Awesome.
Let's push forward.
I think Mael's gonna be on revive duty again, because I want to actually do a heal here. Well, no, I don't. I want to do mayhem. Never mind. Because we get to break.
Prepare to meet your end.
The only problem is we might kill the enemy. Okay. Oh, wait a second. Sael got XP for that. At some point, I apparently learned the wrong lesson of thinking that a dead party member doesn't get XP. I have no idea how this game works, guys. I am... It's moments like that where I feel like such a noob. I'm like, oh, I gotta revive Sael before the battle's over, or else we miss out on XP. Not a thing. All right, this, I don't remember what the boss was called. I don't remember the name, honestly. But you are out of my game, Dork. We have a new weapon for, I don't know who, Plenum, who gets that. We have energizing attack. Another energizing attack? Are you kidding me?
We lay the trail.
We have another energizing attack. I'm gonna just heal the party right now. Don't even think about it. Chroma elixir. Another one. Another one. And also a new weapon. A new weapon for Mael. It's Mael's. And it says on turn start, if stanceless, switch to defensive stance. Ooh. Ooh, I like that. But I also love that she gets burn off of crits. We have a build going, but Plenum is an upgrade in terms of attack power. Boy, oh boy, is it an upgrade. It's the same, not quite the same scaling. It scales off of luck, just like Brule Room, but Plenum does scale off of defense. But that is, if you're stanceless, switch to defensive stance. I guess that would start, you know, you would start the battle in defensive stance. That's not bad. I'll think about that one for now because it does change the build, and I'll probably want to min-max things a little bit differently for Mael. But for the moment, we get another stinking energizing start? That's 4 of those now. And this one's a level 7. Speed 62, crit rate 5. That's nuts. No, I take it back. It's not. It's energizing attack. It's energizing attack. That's pretty cool still. Just getting an extra AP for base attack. That's not bad. We want to level that. So who do I give that to? Probably just giving it here to Sael. Switch out Breaker. She'll have a little bit less crit, but she'll have some more speed. I think that's fine. Let's get that leveled. And then I will swap back in this auto death to try to keep leveling that. Although we might be at the end of the zone. I think that might be the end because that was the boss, wasn't it? And that's the end of the... We got a bunch more polished chroma catalysts. Except there is a path forward here. Okay, let me just make sure there's no other items or anything laying around the boss area. This game is so much fun. I had a little bit... Oh, there's a side path here, too. I had a little bit of a... Unless this is where we came from. This is where we came from, isn't it? Goddamn, this is not the side path. This is the back path. I just had a little bit of a hiccup last time when I was in a funky mood. Sometimes you're in a weird place on any particular day when you sit down to play a game or record or do whatever. And I was thrown off by the fact that you can only have 3 people at a time. But now, I'm getting used to it. That is the end. That is the end here. Okay, I'm getting kind of used to it. And starting to incorporate... That is a barrier. I get baited into thinking, oh, we found a new little secret. Nope. Invisible wall. That is, though, where we are going to wrap up this installment of Expedition 33. Thank y'all for hanging out with me to the end of the video. If you did enjoy it, please consider doing the YouTube thing, hitting those buttons down below. And the harvest, the yellow harvest, was an interesting little area. Not as these areas always feel so much larger when you first go in, and then you start, and then you figure out exactly where you're going in the place. Oh, wait a second. Oh, we have... Oh, of course. It's like any other zone. You make it to the end of the zone, and now you can access... You've gotten access to a different part of the continent. Oh, that is cool. Let's activate SK mode. I wanted to hear my favorite line. I'm not getting my favorite line. Maybe we'll have to wait for it next time. But apparently now we have access to the Lost Woods. Was there not another zone already called the Lost Woods? This is the Redwoods. Okay, the Lost Woods here, where the where all the Koroks go to hang out. We have access to it now. Sweet. Let's just quickly, just in case there is anything additional with camp. Let's just go to camp. Since we did have that cutscene that started the episode, let's just go into camp here and see if there... Okay, no cutscene this time. All right, so the Yellow Harvest has been taken care of, and now we have the Lost Woods to delve into. Another optional path potentially to go down. But we also still need to get SKA the ability to swim at some point. So I'll debate on where we're going to start next time. But this game continues to just be an absolute blast. I'm loving the fact that we have these Luminas now that are getting our AP up at the start of a battle. The extra AP makes such a big difference. And there's still a lot of AP management to optimize, but it's a nice work in progress. And the game's just too much fun. What can I say? It's and the story, the way that it's unfolding is so fascinating. I can't wait to learn more about what's going on with Mael, how exactly she factors in to the Gommage, perhaps the very first Gommage. What is all going on with that? We got to find out more next time. Thank you all very much for joining me, and I hope to see you in the next one.